have a giant tote bag filled with over 20 empty beauty products that I have used over the past couple of months, and I want to talk to you about them today. We have some drugstore, we have some high-end, we have hair care, body care, makeup, and skincare. We're going to be talking through all of those products today, which ones I liked, which ones I will be repurchasing, and which ones I will not be repurchasing, and why. I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel, so click that button down below, give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to turn your post notifications on so that you never miss a video from me. Let's start today with my empty body care products. So I used up a Sol de Janeiro BEIJA FLOR Skin Renewing Body Wash. I know all of their body washes have a different formula. This one's a creamier, like a thinner, creamier texture. This is their version of Baccarat. This is like summer Baccarat. It's a lot fruitier, it's a lot sweeter, and it's a lot less complex. So if you like that scent profile, I know I do. I love that like whole family of DNA. I would check this one out. It's really, really nice. I haven't repurchased this. The only reason I haven't repurchased this is because one, I bought the Delicia Drench shower oil and I'm using that up. And I also have like a back stock of some different like Bath & Body Works body washes. So before I go ahead and purchase or repurchase anything like this, I need to make sure I use through those. Okay, next up, I went through an EOS Shea Butter 24-Hour Moisture Body Lotion in the Vanilla Cashmere scent. I had heard about this just because, you know, it like went viral. And I went to the store and I smelled it and I couldn't get it out of my head. Like I had to go back and buy it. And it really is a great formula. I would say it's almost more like a gel lotion as opposed to like a cream lotion. It's very lightweight. It rubs in really quick. You don't leave feeling like greasy or oily. Not only does it have an amazing formula, it also smells so good. I wanna eat it. Only reason I haven't repurchased, I will be repurchasing this. Okay, I wanna make that very clear. I just haven't yet. And the reason for that is similar to the body wash, where I have a backlog of lotions that I need to use up before I repurchase this bad boy, but I 100% will be. Next up is something I will not be repurchasing, and that is the Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub in Vanilla. I love the Tree Hut body scrub formula. It is super like thick and it's very gritty. I want my body scrubs to feel like I'm like scraping a layer of skin off. That's what I like for them. I've tried some other formulas like the Dove formula. That just isn't enough for me. Only reason I will not be repurchasing this specific one is because of the fragrance. I love a vanilla. However, this one, it's extremely like powdery. I still feel like I can get a little whiff of the fragrance. It doesn't smell like vanilla to me. It smells like waxy, powdery Play-Doh, kind of. I don't know. It was not it for me. So I actually have repurchased another Tree Hut body scrub, but I repurchased in the Jelly Bear scent, which I really like. I wish that Tree Hut would come out with more like sweet, non-citrusy scents. I want like a candy, or I want something like more gourmand from Tree Hut. I love the formula, but I wish the fragrances leaned a little bit more towards my preferences, but they do have some good ones and I have used some good ones. Last up in body care, I went through a travel size of the Olay Ultra Moisture Body Wash. This is like a shea butter kind of scent. This just has like the most stereotypical drugstore body wash fragrance. The formula is very rich and luxurious. It's a travel size. How I kind of like to do my toiletries, I like to just keep some sort of like travel size product of like face wash, body wash, makeup remover like in my travel bag, and then over my trips I end up using it up. I may or may not repurchase. I'll probably try something new though before I end up going back to that one, but I'm not mad at it. All right, next up, let's talk skincare. This is the category that I have the most products in, and that's just because I don't really like to venture too far out with skincare products. I've learned my lesson many times when I've tried to branch out and try like a new toner or try a new moisturizer, and then my skin just like is super mad at me. Let's kind of go in order of how I would apply these because I have some empties from like each category. First up, I have two of the VANICREAM Gentle Facial Cleanser. You could probably guess this is a repurchase. This is a repurchase every time. I have tried to venture out a million times with different cleansers, but I always come back to the VANICREAM cleanser. First of all, it's a good value. You get a decent amount of product and it's not too expensive. It's fragrance free. It's free of like a lot of other irritants as well, which is perfect for me. And it cleans my skin. And it feels really luxurious in my opinion for a drugstore cleanser. I have tried a lot. I just always come back to him. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm on like my 10th or 11th one of these. I haven't found anything better. Next up, I have a travel size. This is the NATURIUM Niacinamide Cleansing Jelly 5%. I don't think I'm gonna repurchase this. Very thin in consistency. It's almost hard to like get like a good lather with it. Whereas I feel like something like the VANICREAM is like a bit more viscous, so you're really able to like get in there and it feels like silkier, whereas this one kind of felt like I was trying to rub water all over my face. I just didn't feel like I didn't feel like it did the thing. I have two serums. They're kind of in the similar category. First up, I have the PREQUEL Redness Reform Soothing Serum. Right off the bat, one thing I'll say about this, it is a very luxurious bottle. It has this like beautiful matte green color. It's heavy, it's glass, the pump is nice. It's beautiful. Now, the product inside it's good. This one has soothing molecules, oat, arnica, and vitamin F. My skin gets very irritated very quickly, so I usually like to incorporate some sort of like calming serum to try to help combat the irritation that I get just from like being alive. I will comment on the fact that it is a thicker serum. I would say this one is closer to like a gel moisturizer in its consistency. I also used this up super quick. I don't know what it was. I went through it like that. I think it did a good job. It was nice. There are other serums that I want to try before I use this one again. I wouldn't not repurchase it. I just haven't yet. Next up that I used is the AVEENO Calm and Restore Triple Oat Serum. This does similar thing to the PREQUEL serum. It's like a redness relief, calming serum. They both have oat in them, which is supposed to be really good if you're someone who experiences a lot of irritation. I do really like this one. This one's a thinner consistency versus the PREQUEL. This is like a true serum. What I don't like about this one is the applicator. It has this like pump dropper and it doesn't pick up the product very well, and once you get to the bottom it's really hard for you to actually get product. I would have to end up like dumping it out onto my hand to get anything. The juice that's inside is great. I would say I probably prefer this one to the PREQUEL. Works really well for calming my skin. I can use it morning and night. I haven't repurchased this one yet, but I'm 99% sure I eventually will repurchase this one. Okay, next up I have a VANICREAM Daily Facial Moisturizer. We are big fans of VANICREAM over here. This one has hyaluronic acid and ceramides. It's free from a bunch of irritants. This is probably the same thing with the cleanser. This is probably like the 10th bottle of this that I've purchased. It's something that I will always repurchase. I will never not have that on hand. Once I start to get to the bottom, I'll order a new one or I'll go pick up a new one almost immediately. It is lightweight but still hydrating. It wears beautifully under makeup. It works well at night. In the winter, I will even use it as kind of like a hydrating serum where I'll go in with that as like my serum and then I'll top it with like a more occlusive, thicker moisturizer. I truly cannot imagine anything better, and that is because to me this one's the best. Next up, I went through a ROCHE-POSAY CICAPLAST balm. I use this similar to how you would use like Vaseline for slugging. That is too heavy for my skin personally, so I like to use this. This has the active ingredient of dimethicone in it, so it works as like a wonderful occlusive that really just locks in the moisture on your skin. It also has like shea butter and it has some other like hydrating and a lot of like soothing ingredients. It has La Roche-Posay's thermal spring water in it, which has a lot of minerals, which is really good for hydrating and soothing the skin. In winter, my like little moisturizer cocktail is the VANICREAM Daily Facial Moisturizer with this on top, and I feel like I will wake up with like the glowiest skin. This is a repurchase. This will always be a repurchase. All seasons, I'm picking this one up. It's just good to have on hand, and in the winter I'm going through like a couple bottles. Next up, I have 2 SPFs. I have the Make Prem Light and Refreshing Sun Essence with Full Moisture, SPF 50+, PA++++. This is a Korean sunscreen. It's very lightweight, it's very moisturizing. It does have a fragrance to it, which I usually try to avoid in skincare. It's like a slight cucumber fragrance to it, so if that's something that bothers you, I would avoid that one. Otherwise, my skin can handle and tolerate the fragrance, so I do like that one. I do like that one. If it was fragrance free, it would be like a 10 out of 10, but unfortunately it is not. I order all of my SPF from Stylovana and Yes Style. I will definitely be attempting to purchase again. We'll see just kind of how things go. Okay, next sunscreen, I have the Madagascar Centella Hyla Cica Water Fit Sun Serum SPF 50+, PA+++. This is with pure Centella from Madagascar. I think is like my optimal summer sunscreen. This is all chemical. This one is also from Korea. This one is hydrating, but it also doesn't leave my skin like overly dewy. It's in between like natural and like slightly glowy finish, where it's like you look hydrated, you look healthy, but it's not, you're not a grease ball, and it's also like not too matte, so it wears really well under makeup as well. It also wears well on its own. It has no fragrance to it, no white cast, at least on my skin tone, of course. I have repurchased, and I will always repurchase if I can. Next up, I'm proud. I'm gonna say it, I'm proud. I used up an entire lip balm, and I don't know if in my life I have ever used up an entire lip balm. And I used up an entire LANEIGE Lip Glowy Balm in Sweet Candy. So I've tried all of the lip balms. I've tried Summer Fridays, I've tried the Ole Henriksen, I've tried, you know, ones at the drugstore. I've tried them all, okay? And this one is my favorite. I have this in the Sweet Candy scent. And I think this one smells like banana. I had like a realization in the middle of using it one day when I was like, oh, it smells good, but it does smell like banana. So you have to like the smell of bananas. But yeah, I used the whole thing. I've already repurchased. I didn't repurchase this scent. I repurchased the gummy bear scent. This lip balm has the best consistency. It has a beautiful glow to it, so you can put it over like almost any lip color, and it gives you like a nice gloss. It's not too thick, but it's also not too thin. Like, I personally feel like the Summer Fridays lip balms are like a little bit too thin in consistency. This is like a step up between that, but it's not quite as thick as like the Ole Henriksen ones. I have repurchased just in a different fragrance, and I will continue to repurchase this one. I guess I went a little bit out of order. I was meaning to go in order of like skincare routine, and I should have started with this one, but I used up a Clean Skin Club Clean Towels XL. I did not buy these. I got them from my sister, and now I have beef with my sister because she ruined me. Because I used to just use like a regular washcloth to wipe my makeup off with. I have been using them, and they feel so nice and luxurious. And then I tried to go back to a washcloth, like a regular washcloth, and it feels like sandpaper in comparison to the Clean Skin Club towels. These are a little bit more on the pricey side. I have repurchased them. I repurchased them, and I will unfortunately probably continue to repurchase them because now when I try to use a regular washcloth, like I said, it feels like sandpaper. So if you're ready to start a journey, if you're ready to up your face washing game, I would pick these up. Just be prepared to start these and never want to stop them. Let's talk some hair care items. Let's start with kind of a one I will not be repurchasing, and I'll tell you why. This is the KRISTIN S, the one purple shampoo. I just bought this in like a little travel size. I like my hair to be on the cooler tone side. Sometimes I start to get that like yellow, and so I'll try to tone it with purple shampoo. I will not be repurchasing that one, and I will probably not be repurchasing any purple shampoo because I found a purple conditioner, and I love the purple conditioner. I don't really like to put shampoo through like my lengths and ends, so I really like that purple conditioner because I can also kind of put it on before all my hair is dry, and then when I get in the shower, my hair is like protected and it feels nice. and it's toned. I will not be repurchasing that one, but that's just because I found a better alternative. Next up, I have the L'Oreal Everpure Sulfate-Free Bond Repair Concentrate. Okay, my biggest beef with this is how you have to use it. You're supposed to wet your hair, apply it, wait 5 to 10 minutes, rinse and follow with whatever, shampoo and conditioner. I really struggled throughout using this, trying to find like a good routine of how to do this, because I would have to like go in the shower, rinse my hair, put this on, wait, go back in the shower. It was just kind of like a hassle to use. If that's something that you can maybe work into your routine, I would recommend it, but otherwise, I just didn't like how you use it. It was just kind of like a pain to use. Purchase in the future if I want to add like another element of bond repair to my game, but I'm feeling kind of good with my bond repair game right now. And speaking of bond repair, I used up a Living Proof Triple Bond Complex Hair Strengthener. I talked about this in my Sephora sale recommendations. This is a bit pricier, but this for me has made a huge difference in my hair. I did notice like as soon as I started bleaching my hair that I was like, you know, things just didn't feel as good as they did before when I didn't have any color on my hair. I like immediately went out, I bought this one based off of just some reviews and recommendations that I've seen. I've already repurchased this one because for me, this is a must-have in my routine. I will use this when I get out of the shower. I'll kind of towel dry my hair, put like 4 pumps in my hair. Then it says that you need to let it sit for 10 minutes. And then after that, you can go in with like your other styling products or your other like leave-in conditioners. I have repurchased and I will continue to repurchase. This has become just like a key member of my hair routine. Next I have, this is a styling product. This is the TRESemmé Dry Texture Finishing Spray. I have a lot of hair, but my individual hairs are fine. So when I go and style my hair, I need lightweight products. I also like to have things that give my hair a little bit of like volume, a little bit of grit. Otherwise, it will not, my styles will not hold. So I love using a texture spray, honestly, as my hairspray, because hairspray, I have noticed, like, it will weigh my hair down. So a lot of times what I will do is when I curl my hair, I'll go in with a texture spray because it kind of acts as like a lightweight hairspray, and it also just adds like a little bit of grit so I can kind of push it up and get some volume. Haven't repurchased this one yet because I wasn't necessarily in love with it. If you're in a pinch, like this one absolutely will work. I don't know. It didn't like wow me. Last for hair, I used up a Dove Bond Strength Damage Therapy Conditioner. This is my go-to conditioner for like every day. If I'm not using the Dove Intensive Repair Hair Mask, I will use this. It makes my hair feel silky. It makes my hair feel soft. It adds a little bit of shine, and it also has like a bond repair complex in it. I really like this one. I don't think you need to go high end when it comes to shampoo and conditioner, especially because there are some amazing options at the drugstore. I have repurchased and I will continue to repurchase. Okay, last category is makeup. Don't have a ton of items, but I did use some things up and I feel very proud because makeup is definitely the category that I struggle with the most with actually finishing products. With skincare, it's like I have my favorite moisturizer, I have my favorite cleanser, I have my favorite serums, I know it works for me, it doesn't change. My makeup changes day to day based on like a lot of factors. So I just think it's harder to use up makeup products because of that. So when I do, I am extremely proud. So starting, and I think I've talked about this literally in every video, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I used up, I mean, okay, there's still technically a little bit in it. Tried to spray out like the end, and it was coming out just like in streams because I don't know, it's done. It's lived its life, and for that we are thankful, and I repurchased. Next up, this is the old packaging of the Buble and Rudy Berry Freckle Pen. It is a water-based stain freckle pen that gives the most natural looking freckles. I've tried a lot of things for fake freckles, and this one gives the most natural looking freckles. This one's the best. And last for makeup, I have the Glossier Gen G lipstick. This is in shade Like. She's at the end of the road. A couple thoughts about this one. One, the cap doesn't close. It reaches a point where this one, you can't close the cap, and it's actually super annoying because it's been like that for years. B, this isn't the best formula. It's a little dry, it's a little waxy, it's a little bit more on the matte side. It's like the worst version of like a blurring lip, in my opinion. However, despite all of my beefs with it, I will be repurchasing. And the reason that I will be repurchasing this is because of the shade. This is, in my opinion, like one of my perfect lip shades. I'm not wearing it right now, obviously, because this is empty. It's one of those shades where I put it on and I'm like, oh, okay, this is my lip color. Like, this is the color that looks good on me. It's bright, it's fun, but I can also still wear it every day. Like, it doesn't look absurd on me. I think it's one of the most flattering shades just for my complexion, my undertone, my skin tone. I will be repurchasing, even though I have a lot of issues with it. But the color, like, it's like they got me. They got me with the color. All right, that is all for today's video. Be sure to leave me a comment down below of any products you have used up recently, and also let me know if you have any recommendations or alternatives for any of the products that I will not be repurchasing. I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Monday, so give that button a click down below and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. I will see you in my next one.